Okay, I'm Timo Ritonummi. I'm Deputy Director General in the Energy Department of the Finnish Ministry of Finance Affairs and the Employment. And also I'm in the set plan, which is Strategic Energy Technology. There's Action 8, which goes for the bioenergy and sustainable renewable fuels for sustainable transportation. Yeah, so I could say that we can expect, because the quota is for renewables and it's up to the market to decide whether it's first liquid or gaseous, and then inside liquid whether it's ethanol and how much is renewable diesel. But I would say that E10 gasoline is now has 70%, and it will increase. So it has increased during the last years, and it will increase. It doesn't go all the way to 100%. It goes over maybe to 90%, but still both engines and others, small engines need higher octane. But then we have E85, which is then 85% ethanol. It is growing fast, but still is at the 1%. And the problem there is that there are no new cars available. It will be old cars are adjusted to that one. And then what we have interesting also is Red 95, so it's ethanol diesel. So there's only one supplier, Scania, and it is also in Finland has provided buses and trucks, and there's Finnish oil company selling Red 95, but its market is small. Sweden, Finland, Norway, depends if that flies. Yeah, that could be replacing fossil diesel, and it could be a big source, but we don't decide. It's up to the market. Very confident. So I would say it goes well. That's the minimum target, and I would say that should go over. So both the legislation and I would say also the public is following. If the big part of the biofuels would be first generation, so would be that, so people would not, they use the, let's say, good service, they can buy second generation biodiesel or biofuel, so they can trust that the fuel is sustainably produced, the renewable part. So yeah, I'm really confident. The biggest part is the forest residues, so the forest residues, and then the other part comes from the different sources, so food residues, and not the food, not the corn or wheat itself, but let's say old dough or updated bread from the groceries, for instance, what the oil companies are now producing ethanol. So yes, there will be. And will there be constraints? Maybe to some extent, but I would say that we still have so much of forest, and we have to remember that the volume should be decreasing. So we have used the energy efficiency in the transportation, so that the demand for the liquid, for instance, is lowered by electric vehicles, by small, less consuming cars, and so on. So the volume is decreasing. So at the same time the quota is increasing. So the real volume doesn't have to increase that much. But still, yeah, it's a challenge, but it shouldn't be a problem. Not least in Finland. The volumes are still small, and we have plenty of forest. So that's a short way. Let's keep the feet on the ground. So the road transportation, that's the most important, and there's legislation. For aviation, there's no legislation. It can come later. There's no aviation biokerosene to a large extent available yet, but yeah, it could expire. But it doesn't have to be 30% or 20%. I would say that figure in the political program was really ambitious one, or let's say sounded a good one because on the road transportation you said 30%, so let's put the same one in the aviation. But in the road transportation, the legislation was already on the pipeline and it was approved. So yeah, it could be proven. And anyway, if the countries are trying to achieve these carbon neutralities, whether it's 2035 like in Finland or 2040 or even 25, you have to reduce everyone. So you can't say that it's in the road you will take care of and the electricity you can care, but then the households can use fossil gas, or the aviation can just fly with the fossil kerosene. So every sector should be involved and do their part. But now it's time for the transportation, and let's wait for what comes for the aviation. Yes. So it doesn't stop there. Biofuel is done. Goodbye biofuel. So yes, we still have the forest. The forest will be producing as much biomass or even more post 2030. So yes, we will be depending on that one. And still, again, energy efficiency or that these things don't stop 2030. So hopefully the cars that are new cars, if it's not the electric vehicle or fuel cell, if it's internal combustion engine, it will consume much less than, let's say, average car nowadays. So the volume is smaller.